We have arrived at the most exciting quarter of the year as devices from Mobile World Congress 2015 are starting to arrive at our shores. Before one of them gets on sale on April 17, we've got it in our labs. Introducing the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. My name is Warren from KLGadgetGuy and we're going to unbox it right now. It's a new year, and of course, there is a new packaging from every smartphone manufacturers. So notice that this time, the Galaxy branding has been changed to a capital G and small letters ALAXY instead of all uppercase letters last year. So we have the 32GB model of the S6 Edge, which will be retailing at 3,099 ringgit on April 17. Remember to pre-order your Galaxy S6 Edge smartphone right now to receive a free wireless charging pad from Samsung. So let's take a look at the specs once again, even though we covered in news already. So we have 4G LTE Cat 6 connections, and the S6 Edge has the very same processor as the S6. Just a 64-bit Exynos 7420 octa-core processor. It has a 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, and we have a 16-megapixel f1.9 OIS main camera, a 5-megapixel front-facing f1.9 camera as well. It has built-in wireless charging, so you don't need to purchase a separate casing to support wireless charging. It is NOx capable, which is Samsung's security platform built into it. And lastly, we have no expandable memory on the S6 Edge, which is unfortunate. If you want more memory, the only way to expand the memory is to use OTG cables. That's pretty much on it. Next, we are going to unbox the device right now. Slide it out, put away this cover, and we're going to unveil the Galaxy S6 Edge. There we go. Here is the S6 Edge. Here's the serial number. Let's put that aside. And I requested the gold color model from Samsung, which looks premium and gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. Alright, let's put that aside and check out the contents of the S6 Edge's box. So we have a little carton right here that of course houses the quick start guide in English, Mandarin, and there's the warranty card and regional log guide. I'm not sure what is this. Obviously, the S6 Edge in Malaysia is a unlock model. And here's a little note. It says a Southeast Asian SIM cards only. Alright, that's fine. We are using a Southeast Asia SIM card. So we have the adaptive fast charging adapter right here, which is similar to the Galaxy Note 4 and the Galaxy Note Edge. And we have a micro USB cable. Put that aside. And finally, first time ever from Samsung, there is a SIM ejector from them. It looks pretty nice. It looks like a location pin, you see. Alright, let's put that aside. Unfortunately, this time, we don't have headphones inside the Galaxy S6 Edge box. Now, let's take a look at the Galaxy S6 Edge. Let's compare the two devices we have right here with the Galaxy S6 Edge. On the left, we have an iPhone 6. On the right, we have the Galaxy Note Edge, which is literally the first Edge product from Samsung. So let's compare the S6 Edge with the iPhone 6. So on first impressions, both phones are actually premium smartphones, except that for the iPhone 6, you have a smaller form factor which feels really good on hand. It has also has rounded corners similar to the S6 Edge, as you can see. But the S6 Edge is just a marginal bigger in size when compared to the iPhone 6, even though it has a 5.1-inch display, a 0.4-inch difference from the iPhone 6. And if we compare thickness between the two phones, the S6 Edge measures in 6.1mm, whereby the iPhone 6 measures in 6.7mm, slightly thicker than that. And if we compare to the back, the S6 Edge's back cover is a glass material. However, it is a fingerprint magnet, as you can see. When you compare with the iPhone 6 is less fingerprint magnet, though you still can notice some fingerprints on the back. But the aluminum chassis is pretty good. And, well, don't try to bend two phones, alright? So, compared to the bottom part of the phones, look at that. Wow, it's so similar. Except for the fact that the iPhone 6 uses a lightning connector and the S6 Edge uses a standard micro USB port. Look at the speaker grills. Well, it has two rows on the Galaxy S6 Edge, but on the iPhone, it has just one single row, which technically there's no difference in terms of sound. Look at this. There's the 3.5mm headphone jack. It's technically the same placement. Look at that. It's just so similar. And on the right, we have a SIM tray on the iPhone 6 and a power button, whereas the Galaxy S6 has its power button right here, but the SIM tray is located on the top, and we have an IR blaster on the Galaxy S6 Edge. Next, we're going to compare the phone with the first Edge product that Samsung has, which is the Galaxy Note Edge. So the Note Edge is a gigantic device with a 5.6-inch display. So it is 0.5 inches difference from the S6 Edge. So obviously when you hold two phones, you actually feel better on the Note Edge when you're using it on the right hand, but not on the left hand, because you see the left side of the Edge isn't curved and it doesn't have an edge screen, whereas the Galaxy S6 actually feels comfortable on both hands. And of course the size is smaller, so it's manageable with one-handed usage. So the form factor is pretty much the same. However, look at the materials being used on two phones. The S6 Edge really has a much premium material. As you can see, it has more rounded corners, which feels better on hand. And if we take a look at the back, the S6 Edge back cover is not removable. However, the Note Edge is removable with a Fox leather plastic back cover. Camera-wise, I would say that it's pretty much the same resolution. However, the S6 Edge's camera is much faster at f1.9 with OIS. And notice that the Note has the S Pen, but the S6 Edge doesn't have an S Pen. They both have an IR blaster on the top, which is great. And the 3.5mm headphone jack of the Note Edge is on the top, whereas the S6 Edge is at the bottom. On the side here, we actually notice that the volume rockers are actually the same, just that the S6 Edge volume rocker is separated into two buttons, but this is a joint button on the Note Edge. Power button wise, the Note Edge is at the top and the S6 Edge is on the side. So it's a totally different form factor from Samsung this time, and we definitely hope to see pretty much the same form factor on the Galaxy Note 5 this year. Next, the phone is really great. We have pretty much gone through the hardware of the S6 Edge. Let's power it up right now. With Project Zero in mind, Samsung has not just only improved the hardware design of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and they also promised that the software will be faster and less bloated than before. And of course, we have testified that. Open up the app drawer and you can only find S Health, S Voice, Smart Manager, and the Samsung Galaxy Live app pre-installed onto the phone, and as well as Microsoft apps, which doesn't slow down the phone, which includes OneDrive, OneNote, and Skype. So if you sign up OneDrive on the Galaxy S6 Edge or the Galaxy S6, you get 100 GB of free storage on Microsoft's cloud storage service, which is extremely great. Overall, on the first impressions, the phone feels extremely smooth even though there's no apps installed, but you can really feel that even with apps installed, the phone is going to fly because of its Exynos processor on board. And we hope that power consumption is great on the S6 Edge due to its 14nm processing process. Alright, so this has been a first look and the unboxing session of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Do stay tuned to our full review and comparisons with other phones coming right out. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and Instagram at KLGadgetGuy. My name is Warren, and I shall see you next time in the next video. And this is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge.